Dear relatives and friends, greetings from Singapore. I'm Shirley Ooi from the 4th generation of the Lim Chen Hock family. It is indeed a great honor for me to be invited by Uncle Wilson to say a few words today to celebrate the launch of a family book entitled From Chean to Penang and Beyond, Lim Chen Hock Family Stories. As one who has written 2 books, I fully appreciate what it takes to write a book, especially one with multiple writers. It surely takes a lot of hard work, perseverance, and oftentimes lots of patience as well, I'm sure. It has definitely amazed me at the efficiency of the 3 editors, Mr. Ong Po Kee, Mr. Wilson Lim, and Ms. Angela Ang, whom I believe have managed to get this book out in record time of less than a year. It was only in January this year that our family decided, during the Singapore Chinese New Year reunion dinner, that we were going to write a book on the Lim Chen Hock family. Moreover, the depth and extent of the coverage of each of the families make it truly a good resource book which will benefit the Lim descendants for many generations to come. That is why I bought a copy of the book for each of my 3 children. I'm very impressed with the cover, which so aptly depicts the Lim family who originated from Chean, migrated to Penang, and now the descendants have migrated all over the world. The plate on which the map is drawn shows that this is a Peranakan family. I'm also impressed by the many photos in the book, both old and current. To my pleasant surprise, the photos are still in such good condition. I've discovered that there is a hidden artistic talent in our family, and that is in Uncle Wilson, who has managed to sketch quite a few of the pictures and maps. In my opinion, this book truly embodies the bond and kinship which I find truly unique in this family. I don't think it is often that we get a family of 15 children from only a set of monogamous parents, and I've often highlighted this fact to my close friends. A large family where there's so much harmony, even after the patriarch and matriarch are no longer around, so much so that there are still annual mega New Year reunions. It's a definite rarity. And even more amazingly still, is that these mega New Year reunions have recently extended to even outside of Penang. This shows that the family bonds are actually getting stronger, even with the passing of time. I think a very large, relatively upper middle class family, where squabbles or fights for inheritance are almost unheard of, is also extraordinary. I thought that chapter 35, Medicine and Dentistry, a Family Romance, was a good summary of a trend that I had noticed for many years in this family. I had discussed this observation with my brother Kevin many years ago, and we came to the conclusion that one of the possible reasons for the inverted commas success of this family was that, unlike many overseas Chinese of that time, our great-grandfather, the late Mr. Lim Chen Hock, was already educated, and in English too. It was definitely very unusual too for Mr. Lim Chen Hock's daughters, or my grandmother's generation, to be educated in English, when in some families, most of the women of that generation were mostly illiterate or Chinese educated. This could have given a head start to this family. Hence, I've noticed that even there are many professionals in this family, even as long as a few generations ago. Even my own dad, Mr. Ooi has time and time again told his friends and own relatives that, I quote him, "Those from my wife's side often do well." I unquote. I think we should not take this for granted, but we should give thanks to God for His blessings towards our family's unity and success throughout the generations, and pray for His continued blessings and protection over many generations to come. In my opinion, Chapter 38 on use of kinship terms in the family is indeed very useful, especially for our younger generation who often do not know how to address the more senior relatives appropriately using cultural kinship terms. This book is definitely very well done. I think we owe a lot to Uncles Ong Po Kee and Wilson Lim and Cousin Angela Ang for putting in so much effort to bring this book to reality. Let's give them a warm applause to show our deepest appreciation. We should also thank all contributors to this book, either in the form of stories or photos, or others who have helped out in one way or another. Without their contributions, I'm sure this book would not have been as interesting. I hope that a second volume or edition of this book will be done in future to extend our roots back to before our great-grandparents' time and forward to the 4th generation and beyond. As this book has so much historical value, may I suggest that we donate copies of the book to the libraries in Penang and Singapore? Thank you for listening and wishing all of you a blessed Christmas and New Year.